Wait. Why she had me black, but now she back up on my dick again? I don't give a fuck about how you feel, that's insignificant. I just wanna win, don't call me twin, cause we ain't synonyms. Just got off the phone with some niggas that's really rich in this, and it just hit me. Call my bitch like, did you miss me? I just bought this whip with rap money, how could you diss me? I just know these niggas act funny like it was Ripley's. Damn, I can't believe it, got them fiending. They keep telling me I'm cold, bitch, I'm anemic. Got them tweaking shit, I'm working like a dog. When they gon' feed me, I've been reaching like I'm trying to steal the ball. Bitch, I'm on defense on my demon shit. Always been a piece of shit, ain't tweaking.
What's up, my boy?
Fuck going on?
Fuck going on, dog?
We're in a new fucking spot, dog.
Hell yeah, check this out.
It's a bar. it's the bar I work at. There's a lot of
Shit's
shit
so
in the
nice.
background. Yeah,
Shit's so nice.
it's pretty sick.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
What the fuck? Let's go.
Big dog.
We got Chuck Powers in the building today.
We said, what better
Hello,
episode? What better episode to get this man in the spotlight?
Oh, man. How you been, Chuck?
Pretty good, pretty good. Stressed out lately, but you know, life is moving. Good things are happening.
Yeah, what's good stressed out, buddy? Good things, though. You're stressed for good reasons.
Yeah. It's just busy lately, but you know, things are good. Things are great. It's fine. It's fun.
I bet it's pretty stressful carrying around that fucking long dick all day, dude.
Dude, those
Hurts your
massive,
back.
Yeah.
those massive
Hurts.
fucking balls, dude, that's got to be stressful.
How you guys been? How you doing?
Oh shit. Logan,
was
go,
any-
Logan, go first, because I'm bound to say the same thing again.
If I was any better, I'd fucking kill myself. I wouldn't be able to take all the fucking dopamine coursing through me. Oh, man, not on the
No.
Doncic
Spilled
shirt.
it all over myself.
Serotonin, dude.
Boo.
No, man, no.
Donkey.
Well, hey, this episode's canceled.
Yeah, turn it
We
off.
need a wardrobe
restart it.
change.
I was like, why? Did I already say something illegal? Are you talking about bombing something?
No, you've not said you were going to blow up an Arby's yet. We're good.
It usually comes a few minutes in to the video, so
Yep. I'm going to use my catchphrase. It's not an exciting one or anything, but you usually say, you know, how are you? Or how was your day? And I'm like, the bar sucks. But we're in here now. This is like what I miss about it. What led me to this place is like kicking it here is fire. So we're
Hell yeah.
kicking it here after close. Hopefully one of my ops, one of the homeless men downtown, don't beat down the door.
Hey, man, the door's locked.
let's run in.
The
Like,
cops are gonna come
Listen
in
to
here and be like, "Your liquor license ends at midnight."
Yeah,
and they
yeah.
fucking put us to the ground.
Yeah.
They just have fucking, what are they called? Like Billy Sticks?
I
Is that what they're called? They
Yeah,
just come in
yeah.
here.
No, I
Like-
think
like
it's
the-
Jimmy.
Jimmy Stick.
I'm joking. I have no idea. That's a crowbar.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna go to the pool hall later and do cocaine in the bathroom till one of us has feelings towards each other.
Man,
Already
I've
done.
kind of already, yeah.
I don't need the cocaine. Matter of fact.
I don't need the Coke, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This Gypsy Cider's doing it for me.
Yeah, that's good.
People asked me today, oh yeah, you guys were here. Like one of my regulars right here, she was like, don't make that face, dude. It just
The
threw me
ice
off.
maker, yeah. The ice maker, like,
Yeah, the ice maker's loud as fuck. Y'all gonna hear a lot of noises, but she's like, what do you guys even talk about on the podcast? Like current events? I said, whatever the fuck comes to my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever's happened in the past couple of weeks to like my entire life.
Yeah.
And I was like, episode 1, we talked about some kid, like, you know, the grenade thing. And then I was
The-
like,
the deer
"Well,"
thing.
Yeah, I said,
Deer
one time
pussy.
someone picked up a deer and stretched his pussy over a gear shift. And she goes, and she's like about to puke. Everybody's looking at me like, oh my God. Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
deer pussy.
I have the same thing at work where people are like, "Oh, you do a podcast," and I'm like, "Yeah," and so they're like, "What's it about?" Every
You're like-
question,
you're
"What's
like,
it about?" And I'm like, it's kind of hard to explain. Like, it's not really about anything. It's kind of just we just talk
Yeah.
for an hour or so, and then just kind of see what happens, where the conversation goes.
Yeah.
But that was like whenever we started this podcast, that was the point. Was like we didn't want everything to be like premeditated and planned out like every week. You know, we wanted it to just be vibes and like
Yeah.
just three guys that have known each other for almost 20 years, just like sit
Dude,
and
that's crazy to think
just,
about.
just like sit and reminisce about stuff and
Deer
like share
pussy.
our opinions about life. So,
It's crazy to think we've
Yeah.
known each other almost 20 years. What the fuck?
I know.
Well, me and Noah have known each other more than that.
I've known Jordan
Yeah.
for 24 years.
Dude,
Yeah.
how old
since
are
I
you
was 3.
in second grade?
Seven,
six,
like,
seven?
yeah, turning.
So, yeah,
7.
we've known each other like 21 years, and I met you in 5th grade
Same. Yeah.
Maybe?
Yeah,
fifth?
like early middle school.
when we
Yeah.
all joined in middle school because me and Noah went to an elementary and you
flies
went
in
to a
here.
different elementary. So we had no chance to meet you.
Yeah.
What a journey it's been, man.
What a fucking
Holy
journey.
shit.
Yeah.
What a journey.
Surviving grenades and puking on Chuck's porch.
And like part of the journey, like I want to talk about the podcast itself for a minute. Like we're nearing episode 10, and so like this whole like we're filming in a different location. Last week we used a different camera. Now we used my camera instead of our GoPro. So you know that's something that is important to us. Like the journey of like we're learning and like the evolution and how things are gonna change and flow over time.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Big Tom.
it's exciting. We have good ideas for things in store, so I'm excited for it to
Dude, one day when
actually
we
happen.
Yeah.
one day when we each have
absolutely.
7 kids, we're gonna look back at this video and be like, man, you know, like this podcast is feeding our families now. We're just gonna be looking at this and be like, we tried that.
I don't pull out, but I'm not having children. I'll go ahead and tell you that right now.
Oh yeah.
Do the math.
All right. We're getting too old to have
But,
kids now.
yeah.
Damn.
Starting to run out of material,
I'm running out of what kind of material?
building material.
You call it
Semen?
building material? I'm running out of damn caulk.
No, he said, "Who got mats?
Hulk.
I need wood. I need wood."
Logan, you were talking last night about how anytime we play a game with Jordan and it's like, oh, we need ammo or like need materials, he drops it and then runs away.
Yeah, just wherever he's
So
standing at
bad.
that time. Yeah.
It's so bad, dude. We'd be playing Warzone or Blackout back in the day, and I'd be like, hey, man, you got any 50 cal? And he's like, yeah. And he's like 600 meters ahead of me, and he just drops it. And I'll catch back up to him, and I'm like, where was it? And he's like, dude, I dropped it when you asked. And I'm like, dude, you were across a river and in a building in a bedroom. Like, how am I supposed to get to that?
that was
It's in
7
the
minutes
house.
ago.
I do think it's I think it's exciting with the podcast though. By the way, you know, hopefully we can get this intro made soon. It'll be really goofy, really telling of our character,
Absolutely.
and then
Yeah.
each video is just like that much cooler, you know. But
Yeah.
going on what Chuck's saying, like I'm glad we're just down to experiment, even with like new cameras and shit like that, like whatever it is, new places. I mean, fuck, this is like a huge step. The vibes are different.
yeah,
you
this
know
is
what I'm saying?
cool.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's in a good
Yeah.
way, but
And even just like to try making a podcast, like Logan has done it before. I think you did it a little bit.
yeah, I
couple
did. I
times.
did one episode, but it was my friend's podcast. So
Yeah.
I was a guest.
So, you know, I mean, that's what this is for us. Is like, we want to do this. Let's try it and see what happens. Like,
Yeah.
you know, if it becomes like a big, you know, a big huge
Win.
thing, then that's awesome. But if not, you know, it gives us an excuse to hang out at least an hour a week.
and capture an hour of our lives from that
Yeah.
fucking week. That's what's really funny about it.
That's what me and Noah was talking about when we first, like, you know, came up with this. We were like,
Yeah.
dude, if nothing else, we get to hang out. And then, 2, it's memories to look back on and fucking laugh.
Yeah.
Like, if
Yeah.
nothing else, man. And that's worth it to me.
I think it's
Yeah.
really funny that it like came about because I had drank a little bit of rum and then I fell asleep and woke up and Logan's like, "Hey man, I don't have anything to do all day," but it was like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. We played Xbox for like 4 more hours until 9, and I just kept drinking rum. And I was like, "What would be fucking crazy if we made a podcast?" He's like, "Dude, yeah," and I was like, "Oh shit, that stuck." I was just throwing shit at the wall. I just wanted to see you.
Yeah, I'm
dude.
stone
I
cold
just wanted to
sober.
hang
I'm
out.
like, yeah, let's
Yeah.
do it.
You're
I
like,
wake up.
okay.
I wake up 4 hours later to go to work, and he's like, "Are you serious?" And I was like, "I don't even know what I said, but yeah, absolutely." No, I felt it in my heart. I thought it would be funny and cool to do, and again, it gives us a reason to reunite the Mangler squad, the Mangler Movie Massacre squad. So
Yeah.
The Mangler Movie Massacre.
what a group chat name.
Speaking of movies, we're still doing our
Oh.
favorite movies of all time list.
Can't
Yeah.
forget it
Top
now.
five.
Let's run that. You boys
We're-
been thinking about it?
We're on number 4. I've been thinking about mine. I have my answer.
I have
So
two.
we have to start with what was last week, 5. Mine was Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Mine was A New Hope. Star Wars: A
Mine
New Hope.
was Apocalypse Now.
Apocalypse Now, absolutely.
Yep.
Shit, who wants to go first?
Who wants to go?
We go in the line. I think Mangler's first.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, why not?
All right. I've been thinking about it, and it kept
Asa Akira Greatest Hits compilation.
Oil Spills 2.
Oil Spills Volume 2.
I've got the VHS. VHS?
VHS.
I've got the VHS, but I had it photoshopped where Chuck's face was on her body.
Oh.
I had an AI generated Chuck's face on, her
on the
body.
cover of the VHS or the whole video?
All of it.
Wow.
All 2
It's
hours
hard
of
to
it.
do on a VHS. Wow.
Yeah. Well, no, it was on DVD. They put it on VHS. I requested it onto a VHS.
Oh, you like? that's like even.
Head up the
That's probably
publisher.
worse.
I like
than-
the way it looks when I rewind
Big bag.
over and over the cum shots. Like when I keep
All right,
hitting rewind.
anyways, what's your fourth favorite movie? All right.
All right. Somebody's going to introduce Tarantino, so it's going to be me.
Go ahead. I'm interested.
Django Unchained.
Django. Okay.
I hate to hear this. I mean, I hate to tell you this. I hate to tell you this. I've never seen it.
Oh, fuck.
You ever seen Django?
Oh, dude.
You've seen other Tarantino stuff, right?
Oh, yeah, a lot of them. I wouldn't say
Yeah,
almost all of them,
yeah.
but Kill
Django
Bills, like,
is,
Yeah.
man, God, it's so good, dude. It's such a great story. First of all, Jamie Foxx is fucking incredible.
Yeah, I mean, an amazing guy, so talented.
yeah.
Dude's
Dude.
insane.
Really, really funny.
Yeah.
So good. And then, of course, DiCaprio is amazing. And then
Yeah.
fucking Christoph Waltz and Samuel L. Jackson. Like, the cast is just, as all Tarantino films. But, man, it's such a good story of just revenge and freedom and even love. And to take such a harrowing, I won't spoil it for you.
Heroin.
Yep.
I'm joking.
To take such a harrowing, dark thing as slavery and to not shine light on it, but like, there's not a lot of movies about slavery and that kind of thing.
It's a different perspective because it's a movie where the main character is a slave, but there's not a lot of movies like that. Like, I mean, I guess like there are some, like 12
Right.
Years a Slave won Best Picture, but
Right.
it's a unique perspective of a slave who gets out of slavery through legal means, which was real back then, where he becomes a bounty hunter or like a lawman or whatever.
Mhm.
So it's a unique story, and it's a unique turn on this character's a slave, and now he just wants revenge for being a slave for however many years.
You've got everything in there from a little like love as his motivation.
Yeah.
You've got love in there. You've got the darkness of the slavery, the revenge narrative of becoming free. You've got Christoph Waltz befriending Jamie Foxx as
Yeah.
Django. You've got sadness, which I won't spoil. You've got just incredible fucking acting. It's just, and then they take what I was saying, like they take this dark fucking subject matter, and then at the end of the day, it's Tarantino. You're gonna laugh your ass off at parts of it, and
Yeah.
there's light parts, and it's lighthearted, but at the same time, it's it's just so fucking good, dude.
Yeah.
And this won't spoil anything, but like one of my favorite moments in cinema history, and this is probably
Oh,
generic
you just told
to
me
say.
the ending.
Yep.
He's
Leonardo
like, at the ending,
DiCaprio has a glass, like
Oh, the method acting
a
shit?
whiskey
Yes.
glass.
Where he
yeah.
actually
where he
cuts
has
the
that
fuck out of
glass,
his
and
hand.
it was supposed to be breakaway glass, and it was real, and he cut his hand and kept shooting the scene and wipes his blood all over that girl, like just wipes it all over her face, and she kept going with it, and the scene stayed because it was so fucking amazing. Dude,
Yeah.
that is so fucking awesome. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that's fucking wild to me.
and props to
he's
her
a
too. I can't think
madman.
of her name right now.
Kerry Washington.
Carrie Washington.
For
Props to
not
her
just
for
like
Django's
ruining
wife.
it. you
yeah,
know?
because like,
'Cause
dude,
that's
I would be
gross.
like,
Yeah.
first of all, he
Not
wasn't.
breaking character.
Yeah.
First of all, he wasn't even supposed to touch her in general. So like,
Yeah.
if you're sitting in that chair, because she
And
couldn't,
then he's like,
yeah, because she couldn't
Yeah.
even see. She couldn't have even seen what happened because the way the angle is, like she's like
and
this.
it's fast.
It's very fast.
It's hard to notice even when you're just watching the movie.
yeah.
That it, you know.
You're
you
just
know
sitting
about
there,
it,
and you
it's
have a
like, yeah.
thing that's supposed to happen in your head, and you just feel Leonardo DiCaprio like pissed off, just like rubbing wet all over your face,
Your
and you just keep going with it.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
that's a great scene. But yeah, it's got some really good scenes. I love the part when I think it's after they do one of their first big bounties.
Yeah.
Django and Dr. Schultz or whatever his name is.
Mhm.
He and Django buys that blue like Austin Powers like powder blue suit
Yeah.
and like they Okay, go to their next bounty, and they just like he like whips the one guy, like whips him, and then shoots him in the back, and then Dr. Schultz like shoots the guy from while he's riding. Like, are you sure it's him? Are you sure it's him? And but yeah, it's a great movie, and the thing that I love about Tarantino, because spoiler alert, Tarantino will be on my list later on. But the thing that I love about Tarantino is that all of his movies are like love letters to movies and genres that he loved growing up. So it's like the story is like whenever he was growing up, his like stepdad or his mom or something were like the assistant managers of like a video rental store. So he would just go to their store and like, you know, they would let him as a kid pick out whatever movie he wanted. So he just watched an absolute ton of movies as a kid. So then as an adult, and I'm of the opinion that all art is some form of imitation. Like no matter how, like artists are always going to imitate what they love and what is their inspiration, you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But it's most apparent with Tarantino when you think about those great directors and those great like filmmakers is all of his movies are love letters to the things that he loved growing up. So like Django's a huge example of that. Kill Bill 1 and 2 are great examples of that, like the martial arts movies and stuff.
Yeah.
So he's great at like imitating and showing what he loved and what his inspirations were, but also kind of breaking them down and like deconstructing them
And making it super unique.
Yeah,
Like super to him.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's what makes great art is the ability to like not bite off of something entirely
Yes.
that you're
Yeah.
inspired by, but to just almost clearly let somebody know,
yeah.
you know,
But-
this is like this organic new product, but it's like my favorite artist is Suicide Boys, you know, like
Right.
something like that
Yeah.
to make
Right.
music that's like, okay, fuck, this is a new take on this.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah.
But deconstruct it and show why you love it, and then show like the critiques and criticisms of that genre
Yeah.
is like that's how you know you're a master of what you're doing.
Oh, he's
no
a
matter if
fucking
it's
master.
no matter if it's filmmaking or songwriting or whatever, like
Yeah.
you know, that's
No,
how
that's a
how
good
it should
point.
be.
That's a
Yeah.
good point.
Yeah.
All right.
All right,
So,
Chuck, what you got?
It's Ducky time.
My number 4, my favorite horror movie of all time, John Carpenter's The Thing.
Ah, okay.
So,
Okay.
have you seen it? Have you guys
Is that
seen
the
it?
alien shit
Yeah.
in Antarctica?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
What year did the first one take place? It's older, right?
Yeah.
What,
It technically is a remake of a movie that came out in the 50s called The Thing from Another World. They remade it. John Carpenter remade it in the 80s, late
I think
80s.
I saw the
Early or
I
mid-80s.
I think I saw the second one of the remakes.
Yeah.
That was in the
There-
90s.
There was a prequel that came out, I think late 90s or early 2000s.
That's what I saw. Yes.
Yeah,
That
it's
was
got,
fucking phenomenal.
yeah.
I thought it was sick. Cool sci-fi movie.
So the John Carpenter version, like the one that I love, the thing that I love about it is the special effects and the and it's practical effects too. Like it was before CGI.
Yeah.
Excuse me, it was before CGI. And to me, it's like one of the best examples of like amazing practical effects and like prop work and stuff like that. Even like it stands up there with Star Wars, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like the way the monsters design and everything like that. Plus the vibes of it, like a lot of John Carpenter's movies are not super like artistic and like super like, oh, you're gonna feel something deep and emotional during this movie, and like something so like you're not gonna watch his movies and feel something like.
But you're gonna understand his story, and it's gonna
Yeah.
be like thrilling.
So I was thinking about it today, and I was like, all of John Carpenter's movies feel like the type of movie that you would rent from a Blockbuster just based on the cover art alone.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially The Thing.
Especially The Thing.
The
All-
cover art's sick.
Yeah. All of his movies are just like you're walking through the Blockbuster rental aisle, like new arrivals, and you see like the cover art, and you're like, I'm getting it.
Yes.
And you go home and
fucking alien. What
you,
the hell?
yeah, you pop a bowl of popcorn, you sit down, and you just watch a really solid movie.
I love that.
Not to derail too bad, but can you enlighten me on like 2 other John Carpenter films? I have no idea.
Giancarlo Stanton. Yeah, he plays for the Yankees. by the
Oh,
way.
yeah,
He's a
dude.
designated hitter.
Fucking
That's what I've been thinking about
the
this whole time.
the original Big Dumper.
Yeah.
He's done a lot of work with Kurt Russell. Kurt Russell is in The Thing. He's
Yeah.
in Big Trouble in Little China, which is where like the red eye thing that me and Nick always do.
I've not seen it, but I've heard of it.
He's in Escape from L.A., which is the like inspiration for Metal Gear Solid, like
Oh,
the character Snake.
Okay.
I'll have to look into him some more.
He did a few like, oh man, he did The Fog, which is like
yeah.
a horror
I'm sorry, I didn't
movie.
mean to yell. That shit is phenomenal.
The Fog is
Yeah.
really
I
good.
saw that as a
Yeah.
kid. I thought I was gonna die.
He did.
It scared me.
I'm trying to think. I feel like there's a big one that I'm missing, but he did. I think it was like a Stephen King adaptation. It was like Rosemary's Baby or something like that. I can't really remember.
Oh, if it's like the Rosemary's Baby, that shit's great.
I can't remember. Noah's looking it up now.
Oh, I don't have
No internet.
My fault.
But yeah, a lot of his best work is like during the 80s and 90s.
Hell yeah.
Let's see if I can look real quick. John Carpenter.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I don't know any of his other stuff. I've
Oh,
seen
the first
thing.
Halloween, duh.
Oh, duh.
The original
Hell
Halloween
yeah.
movie, duh. That's the big one I was not.
One of the
not
only good
thinking of.
ones.
Yeah.
Legitimately.
They Live,
Not
which
seen it.
is it's got the wrestler Rowdy Roddy Piper in it. He like has these sunglasses where he can detect like aliens. I think they're zombies or aliens. I can't remember. I have not seen that one since I was a kid. But yeah, so my number 4 is The Thing, and it's purely because the special effects and the practical effects work is like some of my favorite ever.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
Good shit.
My favorite
I
horror
really
movie.
appreciate that shit because of Star Wars. You know.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
there's just so much shit that looks awful that maybe had some of the same resources at the time.
Yes.
So no, The Thing is so fucking sick. Me and Isaac, I drank tequila and he made me laugh so hard I spit a tequila shot out of my nose while we were watching
Oh,
that. I
God.
can't remember what he said, but it was one of the worst experiences of my life.
Something else I'll say about it, like, I like horror movies a lot. Horror is not my favorite genre. Like, I have other favorite genres, but I do
Yeah.
watch a lot of horror movies. The thing I love about it is, like, you are in the same place as the characters. Like, you're in the same headspace as the characters. Because throughout the whole movie, the plot is that the thing, the alien that they get attacked by, can invade people's body and it, like, mimics them. Like, it shapeshifts, like, it looks just like...
The whole thing in the remake about like caps on your teeth.
Yeah.
That shit. And you're like, oh fuck, some
Yeah.
people
Schizophrenic's
just don't
worst
have
nightmare.
them. Yeah.
So
Schizophrenic's worst nightmare.
it's never shown like you throughout the whole movie you never know who the monster is. So it'll be like all the characters in a room together and like they're all talking normal and then one of them just explodes into like a pile of
Like mist and
yeah,
goo.
a pile of goo and like horrible tentacles and claws and stuff. So that's why I love it. Is I love horror movies where you're in the same space as the characters, like
With suspense and
Yeah.
like the emotion.
yeah,
and
like
everything,
as
too.
the audience and like through the camera, like through the viewpoint of the camera, we're not shown any like extra tidbits or extra information where it's like, here's how the thing works and here's how the thing operates. You know, it's we find out while the characters find out.
Yeah.
And so I love stuff like that when we're on the same level as the characters as an audience.
Absolutely.
So I think that's just like that's one of the best parts of it in my opinion.
That reminds me of the black and white movie about like the jury.
12 Angry Men.
Yes.
Yes.
You know, you're like you're
that's a
in the
great
room
one.
with them, and everyone's
Yeah.
just like, "Nah, you fucking cocksucker." you
Yeah.
know? It's great.
Anyway, moving on to Noah.
I'll go number 4. I've been torn between this the whole time, listening to you guys talk, like hearing, you know, your reasons and everything. I'm like, fuck, I have just the awful split for 4 because I know what 3, 2, 1 is gonna be. I gotta decide right now.
4 is kind of a tough split anyway.
It is.
It is.
Because
my
it's like
favorite
not
number,
your
too.
last one and then
Not your top 3.
you know what 3, 2, 1 is. 4.
Yeah.
That's why I kind of struggled with Django. And actually, it's funny you said it. It was almost Kill Bill.
Yeah.
Almost Kill Bill.
Dude, I watched Kill Bill Volume 2 the other day. Sorry to like
No, you're
interrupt you,
good.
but I watched
Please.
Kill Bill Volume 2 last weekend. Just Volume 2 and I was like, "Oh, it's so good."
Volume 2 is
It's so
probably
fun.
better than the first one, to be honest.
I like the first one more, but just because of the fight with the Yakuza at the end.
Yeah.
They're both great and I love like as we get into my top like 3 movies, I love movies that have very like unique and distinct characters. And that Kill Bill has that with all the different assassins and like, you know,
Yes.
the main character, like she's like she's like the best with the sword and like the other girl is like the best with poison and stuff like that. Like I love stuff like that. Like it just for some reason it like hits that like center of my brain that's like, you love this.
Yeah.
It's like assembling a bank heist team. You're like, this
Yeah.
guy can do this. And
Yeah,
yeah.
like one
someone
character's a
knows the
sniper.
role.
Yeah, one character's a sniper. One character's like explosives. Like
One guy's the guy that's addicted to fucking meth.
Yeah.
He's just a loose cannon. Yeah.
So yeah, I was watching it, and I love that. I love both Kill Bills, but my dad also loves Kill Bill. Of
course
and
he
he
does.
always talks about growing a mustache.
Fu
like,
Manchu.
Yeah, like
Dude, I
like
wish
Pai
you
Mei.
would.
Yeah, Pai Mei, like the ancient
look
martial artist,
sick
where
with
he has
that.
the huge Fu Manchu. He's like, my dad's like, I'm doing that at some point, like after I retire.
When it's not in the way anymore.
Yeah. So anyway, I love all Tarantino stuff, but we'll get to my Tarantino pick in a few weeks.
Surprisingly, I don't have a Tarantino pick. I think honestly, I
Okay.
like Martin Scorsese a little bit more than Tarantino, but they're both my goats in terms
love
of like
Scorsese.
general
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah.
But number 4, I've decided her, directed by Spike Jonze. The Walking Phoenix, Scarlett Johansson,
Yeah.
movie about falling in love with
great
AI.
movie. Great pick. Yeah.
Still not
Fucking-
seen it.
Wow.
Yeah, I
Chris
think we
Pratt's
talked
in
about
it
it.
for like a very limited amount of time.
Who is he? Who is he in the movie?
Chris Pratt's the guy that was on Parks and Rec, right?
No, what character in her?
No, I was just making sure.
Yeah.
He works in the same office about writing love letters with Joaquin's character. He's like the
His
reception. He's the
coworker.
receptionist.
Oh,
Yes.
oh yeah.
And then he sees him. And he like actually has a real girlfriend while he's like fucking
yeah.
Scarlett Johansson AI. Anyways, that movie has made me cry so fucking
Yes.
much, and it's such like an uplifting place that it puts you in, but also like this desolate, just place of solitude as well. Because you're like, goddamn, like especially the first time we all watch it, if you've seen it, but like the first time we all probably seen it is like had no idea like what AI would become. Now it's like so much more relevant. You're like, I could kind of
Yeah.
fucking tell
How
this
old
really
is it?
was, huh?
10,
How old is it?
10 years?
Yeah, probably like 2015.
It's like 20. Hey.
I already yelled about something.
We're back. We're back.
The GoPro died as I was talking about her,
Sorry.
but sorry. It
Ducky
takes
dog.
place in the year 2025. A lot of AI shit going on. I think it's mad. Not ethical. It's unethical as fuck. So I don't know. It's just crazy to see. That story alone is just super. It's super great with like romance, but it's the saddest thing in the world. Because I mean, you've seen stories like just last year alone where some teenager like fell in love with Game of Thrones fucking AI girl, and he killed himself because she was like, "Kill yourself and come to me." Because like the AI was just saying that, it wasn't prompted to say it. He was like, "Can I come see you?" And she's like, "Kill yourself." So
Fucking crazy.
it advanced a lot faster than I thought it would. Because you watch that movie and it's just like super futuristic, weird buildings and cars and stuff, and
You're like,
and
no way.
holograms.
No way it'll ever be like that. And then it's
Yeah.
like,
And then
it's like that.
way like
Yeah,
that.
except for the technology. Because,
yeah.
It
Check-
almost would be cool to watch it now, me not seeing it.
Yeah.
Like
it
I've not
would.
seen it before, because now I'd almost watch it and be like, oh, yeah, this is totally realistic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dead ass, bro.
One of the things too about that movie is like the concept of taking a real woman like Scarlett Johansson, making her a robotic
Fine
voice.
ass woman.
Yeah, making her just a robotic voice and like making her, I don't know, like taking away the autonomy of like a real woman.
Yeah.
In the conceptual space of like she's an actress like doing the voice acting and stuff. Like it's an interesting way to think about it.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, dude, the fucking ukulele song that she comes up with
Yes. Yeah.
about the moon. I'm
Yeah.
like, dude, me and Justin text each other about once a year about it, and we're like, "Doc, I'm down. I'm down bad. Get me out of the trenches," you know.
Yeah. Do I remember that? Yeah.
And then the whole thing's like based around the divorce, the very real and nasty divorce he was already going through. So
Yeah.
it's it shows like why he was vulnerable enough to like have something like that happen, and how smart technology is too to like make that happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy. It brings me to my next point.
All right.
There's some quantum computers being built that are doing shit far beyond my dumbass explanation. I saw this shit. It's probably cap, but there's like pieces of a computer that they're finding or like discovering that they're trying to use, and they're like, this is beyond even like 2025's technological advancements. Like, how is this happening? And there's like the CIA document that's like still pretty classified. There's the ice maker. I'll go ahead.
Scares
Y'all have a
me.
good night. Yeah, it scares Chuck each time. But there's like CIA like declassified documents that are like talking about there's a computer from the future that's building itself right now, and that's how
Oh
they're
my
able to
God.
build these quantum computers.
The fuck?
It's wild. So like AI, fucking bugs, dude.
There's bugs in
AI
this
is
here bar.
Just like maybe always been here, just
Wow.
waiting on us to discover it. It's kind of like electricity. But again, AI can be so helpful, especially in the
Yeah.
health industry and all these other things. But like consumer AI, generative AI is destroying this fucking planet.
I agree.
Yeah.
And it's making humans stupid as fuck. That's why I don't use it. My friends are like, "You won't chat GPT and email?" And I'm like,
like,
"I'll
no.
fucking kill myself the day I have to do
Yeah.
that," you know?
I mean, I've used it for assignments before. Like, I mean, I won't cap.
Yeah, see y'all.
I mean, I
see y'all
won't
later.
cap. No, I won't. Welcome to the first solo pod.
Yeah.
No, I won't. I won't cap. I've used it, and the whole time I was using it, I was like, "This shouldn't be possible. Like, this should not be fucking possible."
Yeah.
I mean, I agree
It's
with
weird.
I agree with the like Twitter posts that you see all the time. Not to be like, oh, we're Twitter brain boys.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Like,
Brain rot was.
yeah, where it's like, you know, AI should be used to like do manual labor and like, you know,
The bad shit. The
Yeah,
shit that
yeah.
humans should not be doing. We
Yeah.
should be making art and eating fruit and
Yeah,
dancing in a
like-
field.
yeah,
Yes.
like
But instead
autom-
we're like, make poems for me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Instead, it's like AI is being used to like create, like write scripts for movies and like create actual art, and it's like, dude,
Now,
that's where we've gone wrong.
yeah,
Yes.
no, I disagree with using it to make something that should be coming from your brain in the sense of like mine was busy schoolwork. Again, I probably should have done it myself, but I'm talking about like a resume cover letter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I'm
what
not
AI
talking
should be
about.
used
Yeah,
for,
I'm not talking
get
about.
that.
That's what I used it for.
Yeah,
Like
And,
I put my occupation and it pulled like the skills of that occupation,
yeah,
listed it. I read over it. I don't mean like I got to write a song for this class. Please write me one. That shit's not
yeah,
okay.
Yeah,
What's the point?
But then
like,
we're
it
kind of
takes
like
away the
enslaving
creative-
AI too.
Yeah,
You know, if we're making them do the shit we don't want to do, to some degree, is that ethical? Right now, yeah, where it doesn't
Is
have
it
a
ethical?
physical body. I
Is
guess.
it ethical if I ask ChatGPT to give me like JOI?
That's insane. That's not even. I don't even know if that borders on anything ethical or
Oh my
not. That's
God.
fucking psychotic. Tell me to jerk me off
yeah.
with my own feet.
Yeah, I've never done that. I was just asking.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
I think the thing to think about, with that, Noah, is like, does AI, like it's AI, does it really follow like a code of ethics? It's not
exactly.
It's not sentient enough to know like, oh, this is unethical
It's
treatment
following
towards
whatever
me.
morals and ethics, like ethical dilemmas that we feed it in the first place.
Yeah.
So,
Like the AI doesn't know, hey, this is unethical. Like I'm doing hard work for the humans. Like, you know, so as humans we shouldn't care.
we're typing prompts into it, and we're like, "Oh, I love doing laundry.
Yeah.
But also like
I love the dishes."
the other side of that, and again, I don't know the actual numbers or anything. Like everything else I say on this podcast is just straight from my asshole.
Yeah,
But like, you know, we talked about it using up like resources.
Yeah.
Like, doesn't it use up like a fuck ton of?
it uses up more water and electricity than anything else in the world besides like fracking oil.
Okay,
God.
so
Like
like,
the
it,
worst
like,
shit.
It like actually destroys things at like a rate of like 600% or something like that.
Yeah.
so that's not ethical or a moral dilemma necessarily, but that is like a, you know, economic like.
Yeah.
Like I mean,
it's crazy.
Is it
and
worth
at,
that?
at the end of the day, whether it's like economic or like ecological, whatever kind of dilemma it is, they're gonna feed into each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whether it's just about nature or money, like it's fucking destroying life as we know it.
Yeah.
Because even if you just look at it on like the monetary side, it's like, yeah, that's bad. It sucks. We're melting the polar ice caps, and we're losing money on it because it's
Yeah.
using so
Right.
much electricity. If you look at it, that already sucks so bad. But
Right.
on the other end, people like at this fucking bar are like, I'm feeding my emails to Chat GPT.
Yeah.
I'm like, let me see the email. It's not even fucking 2 sentences. You know what
No.
I'm saying?
yeah,
No.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh brother, you're gonna be dumb as a sack of rocks in about a month. You know. So
It couldn't even say like, "Thanks for getting back to me." He's like, I don't know what to say.
It's just like meetings
all you
at
need to
4:30 to 5:30, and he's like, "How do I say goodbye?"
He's like, how do I say that's fine?
Yeah.
How do I add this to my Outlook calendar? Like, you just press like the day and put the time on it.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, it's
Click the hyperlink, man.
it's crazy, and it's I don't know. I know if you're like a viewer and you're we seem like we're like, oh, these free loving boys, we hate the future and stuff, but
Stuck in my ways.
yeah.
yeah.
So
No,
I don't know.
I love the idea of the future. Like, I love the idea of shit to come.
I don't like change.
Shit to come.
Come.
It's just certain things I get worried about. I get worried about us losing fucking IQ.
No, yeah, that's
like
what I'm
as
saying.
a human
Yeah.
race.
We can further advance what what works for us on Earth, but if we're diluting our own brains, we're not advancing the human race. That's
Exactly.
why
Yeah.
I'm so mad at it.
Yeah.
And it's so okay to cast that stone. Because
Like,
I'm
you
like,
think
brother,
about
we need to be fucking increasing IQs, not
Yeah.
everyone becoming Forrest Gump, dude.
Something is like, oh god, something
know.
as simple as fucking Tesla. When is the point when we're not going to know how to manually drive a car anymore? That
driving.
will be here at maybe in our lifetime.
Yeah.
That may be in our lifetime where it's like we
That's
can
cool
only
and
have
all, but that's the
automated
most
cars.
that's the least time consuming thing outside of driving to Florida from Tennessee.
Dude, I have a stressful as fuck job. I'm not saying no one else does, but I have a 40-minute drive home.
Yeah.
And I love it.
Yeah,
That
me too.
40-minute drive home helps me decompress.
Yeah.
It helps me, I have to pay attention. I have to do something. I turn on some music or a podcast or audiobook, whatever, and it helps me decompress. If I was sitting in a Tesla and it was driving for me,
You're like, I guess I'll spin slots.
Yeah.
Fire off sports bets.
yeah, just scroll through Tinder. I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know. I couldn't decompress that way.
No.
And I think that's also an ulterior motive of it is the shareholders and the CEOs and stuff are like, oh, if they're not spending time driving, they can spend more time betting on FanDuel
Efficiency.
Sportsbook. Yeah,
Betting on the Yankees to beat the Rays.
Yeah.
Shout out Yankees, by the way, tonight.
FanDuel Sportsbook and Tinder Premium.
Yeah,
I think
literally.
that's part of the push
Sure.
towards automated life.
I'm sure that's why it was handed to the consumer at an earlier age than it probably should have been. Just like anything else, like social media too. There's
Yeah.
a plan for it all. Not to sound like Alex Jones, they're making the frogs gay, but
Something in the water.
it's something like that. They're making something gay.
Barack Obama, you devil! Ah! The first time we saw that, we all almost passed out from laughing so hard.
I mean, migraine, instant migraine. Oh,
Barack
fuck.
Obama, you wicked, wicked devil! Ah!
When Eric Andre is trying to break into the Republican National Convention, not the DNC because he did that too, but the RNC. He's walking up that stage where Alex Jones is there, and he's like, "What are you with CNN?" He's like, "No, I'm with MySpace." he's holding a PVC pipe that's 1,000 feet tall. He brings it down. And he's like, holding it to Alex Jones' face. He's like, "I want you to go to my hotel room, and I want you to fuck my wife." Alex Jones is like, he's from CNN. Fake news.
Gosh.
That shit's funny.
Ugh.
Talk about a real life dumb goon villain is Alex Jones.
Alex
Yeah,
Jones,
he really-
yeah.
Why I oughta,
He really is.
He's
dude.
someone that Donald Trump would sick on his enemies to stop him from coming in the White
So,
House.
it's like that post where it's Joe Rogan looks like a character in the Batman games where you see him on the sidewalk and he sees Batman and says, "It's the Bat!
It's the fucking bat.
It's the Bat!" That's what Joe Rogan looks like.
My favorite one is the meme about him being like a caveman or a Neanderthal, and every one of his guests are a new tradesman back in that age, and he's like, "Tell me how clouds work. Tell Joe how clouds work." And he's like, "I believe you now." And then it's next guest says something different. He's like, "Joe believe, Joe believe you." It's literally the Joe Rogan experience. Some guy comes on, just spreads misinformation. He's like, "You're right. We should kill gay people."
He's like, I've
Yeah,
never really
but-
thought about it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vaccines do make you kind of slow, don't they?
God.
God damn.
Vaccines make you slow. Hey, I got shit on by a bird this week.
Yeah, how was that?
Yeah, what? Anything good happened since then?
Yeah.
Besides me hitting 300 on a buff slot the same day.
Well, you know what? I was walking in. I was going to work. I was walking into the gas station. Got my energy drink, my chicken tendies. Yeah. I come out and I put my hand on the steering wheel and there's bird shit like in like the front of my shirt,
Yeah,
all
where
down my
did this
arm,
come from?
on my watch, and I was like, "Fuck me!" And then I started having a panic attack because one, I'm gonna be late for work. I go change clothes. Two, I don't know if it shit on me on the way into the gas station or on the way out. So, like, did I check out with bird shit splattered all across the front of me?
It's just down your face.
And that guy was just
Like,
like,
oh, this guy looks gross today.
Like all over his face or something.
and it's apparent I'm going to work. I
That's
have an
funny.
energy drink and chicken tenders.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, he's just like, God damn, dude. It's just going
Hey,
to work
man, you
covered
doing
in
all right?
chicken shit. Yeah, and then I get to work and people tell me that's good luck and it means I'm going to run into money.
Yeah.
And I didn't do anything about it or whatever. And Noah texts me at 4 a.m. and he says, "Hey man, I'm up." He said,
That's all I said at first.
He said, Buff was calling me. I'm up 300 on Buffalo slots.
Oh my god.
He said, I think you transferred me your good luck. So then,
All I was thinking about was bird shit, and I just kept buying bonus games. I was like, oh my god, $60, $120.
I had
Damn.
at the end of last year, I had like $800 in my sportsbook account, and I lost all of it. Every bet I made just fucking lost. Like I
Yeah.
haven't bet since before the Super Bowl, and I was like, I'm going to deposit $25 and bet, and now I'm up $240. So I guess that's the
Huge.
way. I guess that's the way money came my way.
That's how it runs, yeah.
Shout out that pigeon that fucking God, dude, it was so liquidy. I don't know what the fuck it ate, dude. It was like purple and white. Ugh.
Ew, dude.
Dude, I mean,
He was eating plenty
Hey,
of
shout out
sunflower
if you're a
seeds.
bird, if you're a bird
Yep.
out there.
He said, shout out bird, shit on me next.
hey, I looked it up, and it's
Yeah,
like a
crazy
Russian.
poops.
It's like a Russian superstition about it being good luck because it's statistically so low to get shit on by a bird as you're just outside. So
It's like the
shout out
fucking
Russians.
worst place in the world, of course. They're like another shitty thing that happens.
And birds kind of go along with what we were talking about with AI. You know, I think half of them are government drones. So. All right,
That's
next
fucking
topic.
hilarious. Because
Birds aren't real.
Yeah, birds aren't real campaign. We're gonna circle the Twitter headquarters and bring the walls down. You ever seen that documentary? It's so funny.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that shit's wild. To some degree, there's probably some fake birds out there, but
There's probably some
I
fake
feel like it's as
everything, though.
easy to see as like the fake trees that are cell phone towers. Mac's girlfriend that just left, right where her apartment's at, you walk outside and there's like a massive normal cell phone tower, right? But they also have like just 20 like branches hanging out with like artificial leaves that you would see on like a fake Christmas tree. Like it doesn't look like a fake tree, but birds use it as a tree. It's crazy.
Huh.
You
What
never
else
seen
is-
one?
What else is fake? Yeah, I've seen some.
What else is fake?
What else is fake? This bar?
Everything, yeah.
The drinks we've been drinking?
The very reality that
Ming-
we claim to
Mingler?
live in is fake.
Is this what's turning me gay? God, I knew it was a fucking conspiracy to fucking
Cider turned you gay.
tap the solder to make me gay.
He said, guys, I'm getting. The more I look
done.
at Chuck, I'm sweating. You look over and Logan's just like wet.
God damn.
No, it's terrifying to think about, honestly.
I've been digging into just like CIA files recently. I've already talked about that once, but
Yeah.
like the heart attack gun thing. You guys ever heard about
Oh,
that?
yeah.
They can shoot a heart attack gun through the wall. It's not like it penetrates a wall like a bullet, but they could drive by your house, park outside of it, see you on infrared, and shoot this fucking gun like right now and
What's
just
it do?
kill me. Oh, it just fucking like the only way I can think of it. I'm not that smart, but like some kind of electromagnetic thing, or I don't know, something to accelerate your heartbeat,
Well, I mean, you're.
and it would just be like. "Zzz."
I mean, it wouldn't
know?
be hard. I mean, if you want to get super nerdy about it, your heart's just one big fucking electrical system
See, oh my God, that's exactly
Your
why I
heart
said it. I was like, I'm
functions
trying to remember.
from electricity.
electricity, yes.
Every node that's in it is. Anytime you have heart dysrhythmia as a problem, it's because of electricity. So all they got to do is just fucking
Disrupt it,
something
like,
to
once,
just disrupt
and
that.
it causes a heart attack.
That's why getting tased like
They send a
it
Playboy
hurts a lot
Cardi
of
song
people.
through the walls at you, and you're like, oh.
It's
Lil
like
Yachty. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, that wouldn't be hard to do, but like I have a Ring camera, so it ain't happening to me.
The CIA.
I'll see.
What do you mean?
Your Ring camera's in someone's
do you
pocket
mean?
in Washington, D.C. by the time they discover your dead body.
I'll know they're out there, man. That's what I'm saying. They'll say, my Alexa will
Oh.
go, beep, boop,
Yeah,
boop.
someone's
at your front door.
Yeah.
You get down and they're like, you can't hide from us, buddy.
I just put a couch cushion in front of me like it safeguards me. I'm like, not straw fuckers.
You have a lead vest, like when you get an X-ray.
He's like night armor, like.
Whole suit, Logan's walking around like.
Yeah. Like anytime we're not at his house, that's what he's wearing. He's like,
He's lounging around, just sweating his balls off.
Have y'all,
In metal.
and just fucking chainmail and not armor.
Yeah.
Have y'all seen that little coffee table, the little round table? It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. It's supposed to be for self-defense. It's like a little coffee table, and you unscrew the main podium of it, and it's like a baseball bat.
and,
Like,
and
can
the
you imagine-
shield. Doesn't the table
and
part
the
become
table's
a
a
shield?
shield. Like, it has-
Yeah.
can you imagine taking the time to deconstruct your kitchen table and just be like,
Intruder, wait!
Sword and shield. Yeah. Well, it's
I'm
like
gonna fuck you up in a second.
it's like that one girl that was like, she was like, this is my self-defense system in my apartment, and it was a baseball bat with a sock on the end, and people were like, why the sock? Why do you need the sock? And she was like, because if I hit somebody and they catch the bat, and they can just take the sock off, and then I'll still have the bat.
Yeah,
that's
People-
kind of smart, actually.
People were like, huh.
damn.
Yeah,
You're
that's
like, damn, I'm
smart.
putting tube socks on all my long objects right now.
People were roasting her like, why the sock? Why do you need the sock? You're trying to make it soft for the intruder? And she was like, no, because if I hit somebody with a bat, they'll grab it, but they'll just pull the sock off. and
What's
then-
the odds they catch it twice? You got to
Yeah.
swing it a different way, bro. Yeah.
dude. Hell yeah.
I'll have to find a
fucking-
tube sock that
What a
can't stand
strap.
up, so fucking crunchy. But
Yeah, a tube sock that's not full of cream.
It just shatters like glass, like the guy tries to catch the tube sock on the end. And then you're like,
like that bitch's lips on SpongeBob when he has the hair dryer.
oh, oh my god, dude. Oh yeah, man. I didn't think people really came in socks for a long time.
I don't know if I've ever came in a sock.
I've came in about anything.
I
Wait,
don't
Huh.
anymore. I used to.
never
You,
mind.
yeah, what happened? What made you not anymore?
He's
You
an
go through a lot of
athlete's
socks that
dick.
way. You go through a lot of socks that way.
Oh, you
Yeah.
just wash them.
Nah.
No, you use the same sock for months, or you recycle every sock you come
Said
in.
I'm
You use a new
resocking it,
sock
dude.
Throw it away after a while.
after a while.
You can't wash it. You can't wash it with all your other clothes.
Are
You're
you
just
wearing
getting,
cum
like-
toes?
No,
Did you self-dispose?
No, you
Yeah,
don't
dude.
have to.
Cummy
No,
Toe
dude.
Junior?
I'm
Let
wearing
me smell it.
Modelo's.
Let me smell it. Let me taste it.
Dude, you can wash them. Just have a cum sock load.
A load of cum socks, dude. The fucking washer and dryer just smell like salt.
Yeah, your washer and dryer's like just gunked up. Like
Dude, they make washing machine packets like
For
to clean
cum?
your washer. No.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say, what do you mean?
it's
Yeah,
like
I got that new Todd cum
Yeah.
dissolver.
I got the Tide cum pods.
Hey, I'll see y'all. See y'all next week. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's my
You
fault.
can't.
All right, what do you
No.
come on in around
I'm not gonna say.
a pawn?
Yeah, I can't reveal that.
It's nothing
Currently,
crazy, but
yeah.
I've went through a couple towels before. Just
Yeah,
came into a
that's
towel.
my go-to. Lay
out
a
of the
towel,
shower,
lay a
just-
towel on your belly, dude, and just shoot it up and let it land.
Oh!
Oh, hey.
On your belly, so like this, but and your dick's over it. And you're just shooting onto your chest, hoping you don't.
Dude,
shoot
you
too
gotta
far.
cover. I have an any belly button. You gotta cover that up. It's a canyon. You do not want it getting down in there, dude.
That's insane.
It's-
bro. You ever get lint in it? Justin
yeah.
gets lint.
Dude, I
lint
picked
in
some
his
lint
belly
out
button all the
earlier.
time.
Yeah.
That's sick, man.
All right, Chuck. Well, if you don't want to talk about it, we don't have to. I get it, man.
I keep a 9mm like bullet,
Just the casing
just
or
the
like
casing
a bolt?
in my stomach, my belly button at all times. Yeah. Yep.
Never know. You might need that.
Spare eraser, something like that.
Never mind. I shouldn't talk about that.
Oh no,
Say
say
it,
it. You
no.
can't say that shit.
Yeah.
I was gonna say so.
We got censors.
My current life situation, like I'm about to move in with my girlfriend.
Yeah.
So
Shout
it's like
out, girlfriend.
Shout out
out,
GF.
shout out to her. So it's like I have to think about like I can't just have my
Come laying
my-
around.
yeah. I have to find a way to dispose of that stuff.
I mean, she's got a dog, don't she?
Oh my god. she watches this podcast, man. She watches every week religiously, man.
The whole first 10 minutes is so goddamn wholesome. Hey,
Yeah.
can I have one?
What do you want?
Dad?
Yeah. What flavor?
Raz? Oh, any of them? The first 10 minutes of this podcast was so fucking wholesome. Like, you're just talking about, like, man, I really like to see where this goes, and
Yeah.
just talking about how
the
great
future
it
of the
is, and then
podcast. And now we're like, how do I dispose of my semen around my girlfriend? But this is the kind of things you got to think about when you're like
Thanks,
moving in with somebody.
you know, that is kind of a tricky situation.
I think I'm gonna have to transition to a bathroom kind of guy, like a toilet kind of guy.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a hard transition for
showers,
me.
you name it.
Chuck, I'm just going to tell you something right now. It don't always end well. I can't go into details.
In the
but-
toilet?
In the toilet?
Yeah, like in the water.
I've
got
never
that.
done. That's
Oh, I know what you're you're
yeah,
referencing.
and it can't be brought up. But
I know
like,
what you're referencing.
I've-
You started recording, dude.
Oh, I didn't mean.